yards.
Not much there.
You know, the thing they always talk about is after you win the Heisman Trophy, there aren't many Heisman Trophy winners that do well as pros in their first year. And Rashaan Salaam now has gained over 1,000 yards his first year, and I think he's one of 6 or 7 guys that have won the Heisman Trophy and done that.
Billy Sims, Tony Dorsett, Sanders.
That's a pretty good group right there, those 3 you named.
Yeah. 4th and 5, and the Bears are going for it. The Eagles showed blitz. Kramer lost it to Graham, and again he gets a Bear first down. A flag on the play. This got to be a face mask.
That has been a heck of a combination today. Eric Kramer finding Jeff Graham. He's been doing it from the first quarter. Anytime he needs a play, he's looking for number 81.
Number 26 on the defense. 5-yard penalty on the end of the run. First down.
Jerome Henderson grabbed Graham.
That was a 4th and 5, so they were in a nickel situation. That's why Henderson was in there, but it doesn't make any difference who they put in there. Just seems like Eric Kramer is looking for Jeff Graham today.
Got a number here. 70.
There's not a lot of fans here today. In fact, there's a lot of no-shows here today, but they're sure making a lot of noise, aren't they?
Scott Adams is an eligible receiver wearing number 72. As Salaam goes in that direction. Inside the 20, about the 18. Stopped by Romanowski.
When they put Scott Adams in again, we talked about that earlier. When they put him in as on first down, that means they're probably going to run on first down. They've done it a couple times today, and each time they do it, they run the ball. They want to get another blocking tight end. They have Adams on one side and then big Keith Jennings on the other side. Probably if they would have gained 7 or 8 yards, they probably would have stayed with it and just do it again. But they're not.
5 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Salaam to the 15, picked up a couple. Govea again.
See, that's the thing. By Salaam running, you see who else. Govea's in there, but Michael Zordich is in there, too. The Eagles, to stop the run, have to bring their safeties up. Now, that's when you get the 8-man in the box and you get all that. Now, that means once that safety is coming up for that run, that now you only have 3 guys that are deep. You see, and that's what happens here. You see, Zordich is right here. Now, when he has to get up there and you have to get that safety up on or around the line of scrimmage, then they're really open for the pass.
3rd and 3. The Bears have 4 wide receivers, an extra tight end. The handoff is to Carter. Tony Carter nudges it down to about the 13-yard line. That may be a little bit short of the first.
And then, well, he's not going to go for it. He went for it on 4th down earlier because Dave Wanstead did, figuring that it was too far for a field goal. Now he gets a 4th down. He's already made his decision that he is going to go for the field goal. Because now, I guess he figures that he is in Butler's range.
Close enough. So Butler with Gedney holding, and they run the fake. And they get the first down anyway. Flag on the play.
I wonder if they were set. Ray Rhodes is saying it's against the Bears. That was the Bears' trick, but it wasn't against the Bears. It's a first down.
There is no flag on the play. Number 67 had reported as an eligible
Lewis
receiver.
Tillman wound up with the ball. Let's go back and look at that again.
But see what happens is you see here's the kicker and the ball carrier. Here's the whole line lined up over here. You see, here's a center, a holder, then a kicker. Now here's Tillman here with the whole line. So they're just going to snap the ball out here to Tillman. Watch that. You see everyone's looking around. What's happening? He just throws it out to Tillman, and then Tillman runs it for the first down. I run that play at Marshbank Park.
Yeah. He didn't snap it between his legs. He just turned around and threw it. Again, the ball was loose, and the Eagles saying they have it, and they do.
Oh, that's a coach killer. Dave Wanstead just makes a heck of a call in a heck of a situation, gets a first down, and then fumbles it back to the Eagles. Whew. We're going to see the ball stripped out again here. Here's Kurt Govea here. Watch his right hand. That's going to hit Rashaan Salam's right hand and knock the ball out, start to knock it out. Then Bill Romanowski comes in and strips it out. So it was a double strip. Govea first, and then Romanowski.
Rodney Peete back to throw it. Gets it outside to Carpenter. Gets an Eagle first down, out of bounds. Stops the clock with 2:57 left in the third.
You know, the Eagles haven't gotten to a lot of things that they've wanted to do today. One of them was to work out there in this corner, Jeremy Lincoln. They just got to it then.
Atlanta has gone ahead of San Francisco 22-21.
And of course, we know that if the Bears are going to be in the playoff, they need a win by Atlanta, and of course a win by the 49ers and a win by themselves.
Peete chased, gets away from the man chasing, and Zorich made him go out of bounds. And right now for McDonald's game break, let's send you again back to Hollywood and James Brown.
Pat, you gave the score. Here's how it happened. Terry Bradshaw said, you see the Falcons in a lot of trips formation. It worked. Hebert to Terrence Mathis. Atlanta by 1 over 49ers. Let's take it back to Pat and John.
And back here at Soldier Field, the Bears leading 17-7. 2:32 left in the third quarter.
Yeah, they all run to those heated benches now, don't they? They're off to the...
I like that. That's a good idea.
Yeah, you wonder who gets the spots and who doesn't get the spots. Those seats are heated, and then they have holes that they can stick their feet in, too.
I don't know that they have reserved seats.
You see, they...
Yeah.
They got a couple of guys in there that aren't in suits. I would think before you can sit on that bench,
kids.
Yeah, but you better have a uniform on. You can't sit in the heated bench. Yeah, how'd they get that seat?
Got jackets, everything. Second and 10 at their own 22 for the Eagles.
Probably their Christmas present.
3 wide receivers. Here's Peete looking left. Finds his man just shy of the 30. Reggie Johnson made the catch, the tight end.
I think the Eagles really have to do two things. I think they talked about Ricky Waters and Charlie Garner, and I think in this kind of weather they have to get those guys involved and get them running with the ball. Then the other thing I think they have to do is work out here to the flanks, both right and left, but especially left, just down in this area right out here.
3rd and 2. They're showing blitz. Waters got away from a couple and got close to a first down. I don't think he quite made it.
Well, if he didn't make it, the Eagles are going to have to punt here. I mean, so the way Ricky Waters walked back to the huddle, he thinks he made it. Ray Rhodes knows that he better have made it, because if he didn't, I don't think that they can take a chance here and not punt.
They're going to measure. That's how close he got. Now they're sending the punting team on.
Yeah, and the players all want to go for it. And again, that's the type of thing that the Cowboys did, and it looks good and you get it. But if you don't get it on 3rd down, then you have to punt the ball. This is a play that he has to do.
And in this part of the field, it's the only play to make.
And it's the same situation that the Cowboys had against the Eagles there, because
it was later in the game.
It was later in the game. It was within 2 minutes, but they're going to be short of a first down, and they're going to have to punt into the wind. I mean, that thing then that chain did a couple of flops there. Oh, I don't know.
They did make look at the.
I think they did make a first down.
Look at the field.
So now Ray Rhodes knew that if he didn't make a first down, he was going to have to punt, but he did make the first down.
Looking at the playing surface, it looked like you should have some cows walking around out there.
There's nothing here. Ricky Waters makes a heck of an effort here, because he was darn near stopped right there, darn near stopped again, and he just kept going and then finished it off right at the end. That little move right there, I think, is what got him the first down.
So they're at their own 32. On first down, he gives again to Ricky Waters. Gets about 9 before he's stopped by Joe Kane. Looks like Ricky Waters has been revitalized.
Well, he's just getting the ball, and that's what he's saying. You know, just give me the ball, feed me the ball. This is the type of, you know, this is the time of year that I want the ball. This is what you brought me here for. He was talking the other day about how Walter Payton had said to him that you run too much like you're a kick returner. You know, you have to run like a running back, and that's what he's been trying to do all this year.
Be more patient. 3 wide receivers this time, second and short. Pete to throw it. Pump fake left. Got a man, Art Monk, and that keeps his consecutive game streak alive.
And sometimes you just have to do that. You know, it just takes a couple of runs by Ricky Waters. Now you make them think you're going to run, and then you get them up there, and then you hit them with the pass.
183 games with a catch in a row for Art Monk.
Monk something, you know, when he was with the Redskins, he was kind of a possession type guy.
Yeah.
And now they bring him here and they just run him a post pattern. I don't remember him running more than 3 or 4 post patterns his whole career at Washington.
The intended receiver from Pete, incomplete.
Oh, and did Rodney Pete get upset about that one because he knew he had him. Hey, Rob Carpenter has his guy here. Now watch Rodney Pete here. He knows that if he makes a perfect throw that this is a touchdown. And he's waiting, and then he knows right there, he figures out that it wasn't a perfect throw. But he had it. You know, that's the thing. You look for, you wait for it, you get the matchup you want, you get the guy right there. That was a perfect throw. Rob Carpenter, he didn't have to dive. All he had to do was run through that one.
Went right through his hands. Waters headed off in the backfield, and he lost way back outside the 30 to the 33. And there's Art Monk, who hurt his wrist when he made that reception earlier, headed for the locker room.
Yeah, on that post pattern that he caught, we're saying that he doesn't run many post patterns. As he went down, it looked like he came down right on his wrist.
On a very hard field and getting harder.
And here it is. Here's the end of the play. Now, he either hit it when he came down there, or maybe he hit that on the helmet just before he went down is what it was.
Big loss by Waters, 3rd and 20. And a timeout, Eagles. They'll have 2 left. We're in the 4th quarter with the Bears leading 17-7. Back at Soldier Field, Chicago, 17-7. The Bears lead.
And of course, this was after the Bears fumbled the ball after they had that trick play on the field goal.
3rd and 20. Carpenter moves in motion. No blitz. Pressure from Flanagan, however, and down he goes. The ball is loose, and the Bears have it.
I think I heard a whistle.
Yeah, the whistle blew. Theory is the Bear who took off with it. But it's going to be the Bears' ball, I believe.
And I think it's going to be the Bears' ball right where Rodney Pete went down. The referee stayed right there.
Except the punting team is on the field, so maybe the Eagles will have a chance to punt it at least.
Maybe he's going to say that he blew the whistle before the fumble. I don't know about that. The ball comes out before he goes down. You can see him waving his arms. So he's saying that he blew the whistle before Rodney Pete lost the ball.
That was a heck of a rush by Spellman.
That's the 2nd time Spellman made a heck of a rush.
Hutton. Ball is going to be down by the Eagles. Maybe. Somebody hit it. It bounced off somebody's foot. I think one of the Bears touched it. The Eagles are signaling touchdown.
The official signaled touchdown. That one official signaled touchdown.
I thought he did, and the Bears are still. The Eagles are still doing it.
Yeah, it is a touchdown.
The ball hit the receiver's foot going into the end zone. Touchdown.
Touchdown. Gary Lane finally does say that. Henderson made the recovery.
Now watch right there. It hit his foot. See, it hit Lewis's foot right there. Then it comes in the end zone. Now it's a free ball. The Eagles recover the free ball in the end zone for a touchdown. That's the thing. Anytime the ball on a punt hits the ground, you always tell everyone, get off, get away from it. You know, you don't stand